Imagine a man on the verge of greatness, yet forever haunted by failure. A man who, against all odds, rose to lead an army that would change the course of history. Born into the comforts of Virginia's elite, George Washington seemed destined for a life of luxury. But destiny had different plans. At 19, he faced a challenge that would change his future forever: smallpox, a disease that claimed so many lives, yet spared him. Surviving smallpox was just the beginning. As a young surveyor, Washington wandered the wilds of Virginia, unaware that his true test would soon come. He was thrust into the chaos of the French and Indian War. It would be here that his resilience, leadership, and vision began to take shape. But it wasn't just his skills in battle that set Washington apart. No, it was his ability to keep going when the odds were against him. In 1776, when the American colonies rebelled, Washington was chosen to command the Continental Army. The most daunting task of his life was about to begin. The revolution had already begun to crumble under British power. Washington's army was beaten, demoralized, and outnumbered. Yet it was in the icy winter of 1776 that he pulled off one of the most daring moves in history, crossing the Delaware River on Christmas night. The Battle of Trenton was a turning point. But that was just one of many battles that would test his resolve. Washington faced death countless times. On the battlefield, in the cold, and in his own heart. Time and time again, the cost of war weighed heavily on his soul. Yet he endured. Why? Because he believed in something greater than himself. Throughout the war, Washington made sacrifices, more than most could ever imagine. Not just his own safety, but the safety of those he loved. And it wasn't just on the battlefield. As the war raged on, Washington struggled with the loyalty of his men, the morale of his army, and the very real threat of betrayal from within. Yet against all odds, George Washington led his people to victory. His victory wasn't just a military one, it was a moral victory, the birth of a nation. And though he never wanted to be king, his leadership and vision for a republic shaped the future of America. When the war ended, Washington could have claimed anything: wealth, power, even the title of king. But he chose to step aside. For Washington, the cause was always bigger than himself. His farewell to the Army in 1783 remains one of the most humbling moments in American history. In the end, Washington became America's first president, but even then, the weight of leadership pressed heavily on him. He guided the nation through its fledgling years, establishing precedents that would last for centuries. George Washington's story isn't just about battles and triumphs. It's about the human spirit, about resilience, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of liberty. A man who, in the face of overwhelming odds, became the cornerstone of a nation.